It's always fun watching somebody hunt something new for the first time. And when we brought up the idea to Scott about going antelope hunting in Wyoming, he jumped all over it. New hunters and new places sometimes bring up new challenges for us as well. Challenges that lead to innovation and some creative problem solving. Like a sweet homemade man lift, made out of a motorcycle lift. Rolling into the ranch in Wyoming, it always gets the blood pumping. It sure doesn't hurt that there's usually antelope sleeping in Jim's front yard. In a lot of our situations, we set the stands up where we can just lift, carry, or push our hunters. On this trip, Scott decided he wanted to use the track chair, which is a pretty sick piece of hunting equipment. 50% wheelchair, 50% tank, and 100% awesome.
We're in Wyoming doing some antelope hunting. And we're gonna see some out there right now. We're just waiting for them to come on in. I've never been to Wyoming, never been antelope hunting before.
Can I add to that story?
You sure can.
You guys can't see on the right hand side of the tree, there was one hell of a buck coming up out of the ravine headed toward the rest of those goats we've been watching. So he's definitely a shooter if he comes this way.
On Jim's ranch, you don't go very long between seeing antelope. We definitely don't take for granted the sheer magnitude of opportunity we get.
Hey!
You're okay, relax.
And that proved to be a pretty good thing, because a little unfamiliarity with the gun led to a misfire, and our first opportunity was gone.
They're doing exactly what we want them to do, man.
Even though it was clear that Scott was disappointed, we've been to this ranch so many times before, and we knew it would just be a matter of time before we get another opportunity.
If we can get that block where those two does are, we're gonna drop him. He's coming out of the ravine right now.
One of the great things about Wyoming is that you could see for miles. But sometimes that means you have to watch an antelope come from the county over. But hey, at least you got plenty of time to prepare. After what seemed like forever, the antelope finally made its way within shooting range. Scott had plenty of time to prepare, so when the antelope presented a shot, he was ready. Another misfire. That's so frustrating.
We might have to get a different weapon. Just put one singly in.
To make things even worse, the antelope just sat and stared at the blind. Another misfire.
He's gonna stop.
Another misfire.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get it. We're gonna have to borrow a gun.
I think it's time to call it quits for the day.
I don't understand.
We're going out the blind for the second day. Hopefully we can end it today.
Get her done.
If there's two things you can count on in Wyoming, it's that the wind is going to blow, and that over every ridge is another antelope. Sadly for us, we showed up just a hair too late, and we kicked these two giants out of our waterhole. At least we got a show when these does and fawns came into the waterhole. A pretty slow morning, but we still had the afternoon. And after yesterday, and some tinkering with the gun, Scott was ready for some redemption. We're hopping in the back of the truck. Scott's going in the passenger seat. We are gonna go take full advantage of our legal ability to shoot out of the truck, because we need to make something happen today.
This door bothers you get up there.
Take a shot at you, dude.
Yep.
Down.
Look at
Are we
this.
live?
Yeah. I'm on the lift with the tripod. This is crazy. I feel like I'm getting just as much cool like safari time here as Scott is.
So is Scott ready to roll?
Hey, Richie, if you want to film Scott,
Yeah.
like I've got this.
I got a great angle right here. No, you're gonna be in Aaron's way.
No fuck up.
Get your ass back in the pickup.
After what felt like 5 whole minutes on our safari, Scott found a great buck and he was able to make it count. No gun malfunction this time.
You just dropped a beast, Scott, a beast.
Well, that took a while.
I just looked off to my left. I'm like, holy crap.
I mean, I'm really happy that we're done, but also this was a lot of fun. That'll do it.
I just shot my very first antelope.
Okay, we're gonna go down from there.
Yeah.
Okay,
I'm gonna lay under him.
that should be good enough right there. Nice mass, dude. Some ivory on the tips. That is cool.
I'm very, very proud.
You should be, man.
My very first antelope.
I'm so happy for you.
So my
Now that's what I call redemption. Congratulations, Scott.